Okay, so now we'll be going through the answer for question 2 of the Monopoly tutorial. In question 2, we are being asked to explain how the merger between US Airways and American Airlines could create a monopoly. And as we know, a monopoly means a single seller, and the answer can actually be found in the paragraph above, as marked out already here. So it says that the merged airline would have a monopoly over several US routes, such as between Nashville and Washington and between Miami and Philadelphia. So you can actually write out your answer like this. The merger between the two airlines would effectively result in a single airline operating the US routes Nashville to Washington and Miami to Philadelphia, creating a monopoly for these routes, meaning that there is only one single seller for these two routes, therefore it's a monopoly. So moving on to question 2b, the question asks, would air travelers benefit from the merger between the two airlines? And you're also being asked to explain. So we can actually find the answer for this from the paragraph above. It actually tells us over here. On the upside, the two airlines would be able to trim their costs by streamlining operations and scaling back unprofitable routes. That's good for consumers. So they can trim, the two airlines would be able to trim their costs by streamlining operations. And that's good for consumers. You can actually write your answer out like this. So air travelers can benefit from lower airfares because the merger could result in economies of scale, reducing airlines' costs. That is also found on the top of this page here. So there will actually be cost savings and reduced costs by the airlines. Alright, moving on to question 2c. What are possible disadvantages of the merger? The answer is also found in the paragraph, and it's here, 2c. 2c, it actually gives us the answer here, service cuts or undue fare hikes, or even both. So when there is a monopoly has power to set price, and therefore they can actually increase fare hikes in order to increase profitability. And you can actually write that like this. Since the merger will create a monopoly, the firm may increase fares to make more profits, knowing that demand is more inelastic. Service quality may also be compromised. That's found in the last sentence in the article over here. Okay, so please watch the next video for the answer for question 3 of this tutorial.